Can I tell you the most radical thing you can do for your nervous system, your self worth, and your healing? And it is not fixing yourself because you are not broken. It's loving and appreciating yourself for who you are. Welcome to bonus day 4 of the 3-day self compassion reboot from self criticism to self connection. I'm Angie Hawkins, your inner glow coach, and today is the day we flip the script. Because for the last 3 days, we faced your beliefs, your pain, your behavior mechanisms, but today it's about celebrating who you already are. And why does this matter? Because most people can list everything they dislike about themselves in a heartbeat, but then struggle to name the things they genuinely love. And that's not because we lack good qualities. It's because we've been conditioned to minimize them, to shrink them, and to dim our lights. But self-compassion isn't about just softening your self-criticism. It's about strengthening your self-recognition. Your nervous system needs evidence that you're safe, worthy, capable, and lovable because you are. And today's exercise will give you exactly that. So the exercise is write out everything you love about yourself and fill the entire page, margins, everything. So it's not a list of 3 things. It's not a list of 5 things. It's not a list of 10 things. You are filling the entire page. There should be no blank space. And the bigger, the better. If you have a notebook that is like this, use this page. And because I know there's perfectionists watching, if your journal is smaller than that, I challenge you to fill out 2 pages. But here's the deeper goal. You're building a new internal narrative, one that's rooted in truth of who you are, not your trauma, not beliefs that were given to you by someone else. And it may be hard to get started, but I promise you, once you get going, this is actually a really fun exercise. You can write anything. You can write the big things, your sense of humor. You can write, I love my pinky finger. It can be anything. And again, we aren't just checking things off a list. I really want you to get into this, meaning if one of the things you love about yourself is creativity, I want you to bask in that feeling. How does it feel to be creative? What are some of the creative things you've done? How does it feel to be that kind of person? I really want you to bask in the self-love and appreciation of these things. And because this is day 4, let's recap everything else that we've talked about. Because again, and I'm going to keep repeating myself because I only repeat things when they're important. This isn't about checking a list. It's about creating new habits and being the person who is self-compassionate. So that requires having new habits. So day 1, we learned about awareness and nervous system regulation. Day 2, we learned about reframing mistakes as learning opportunities. Day 3, we talked about identifying the gift for every shadow. And today, we are owning what we love about ourselves. So please, please, please incorporate these into your everyday. And I cannot promise your critical inner voice will go away, but I can promise it does diminish over time. And as I mentioned in day 0, a lot of this advice is very general because I can't talk specifically to everyone's situation. So if you would like specific guidance, I do offer free 60-minute one-on-one Find Your Glow calls where we will work on G of my glow method, which is go back to your childhood. So we have 60 whole minutes to identify what your limiting beliefs are and where they came from. And everyone who I've ever had this call with does have a breakthrough because that is plenty of time to talk about these things. And at the end of the call, because we have identified what your root limiting belief is, we can also identify long-term solutions for going forward. And I am not for everyone. My coaching program is not for everyone, but I do know other coaches. I do have other resources. The entire goal of this call is to get you help because I am telling you, when you live a happy, fulfilled, self-compassionate life, everything changes. So if this was helpful to you, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Also, I'm going to be doing some more challenges. So if there's any topics that you would like to see going forward, let me know in the comments. And the link to book the call will also be in the description. So I hope to see you soon in the future. And also leave a comment if these self-compassion techniques are working. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you later.